Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We are here in Factions for episode 2. I want to thank you all for checking out the first episode, and I want to thank you all that also checked out the Prophecies Let's Play. If you haven't seen the Prophecies Let's Play, there's a playlist on the channel for it. I very much appreciate it. But we're going to get back into some Factions goodness, which is, as I will probably say every episode, my favorite locale in the entire series. It is just a Mwashevskis. But we're going to meet with Master Togo, the head of the monastery. We have a new staff. A friend let me borrow this. This is one of the rarest staffs. It's really freaking cool. It's also themed around the envoys that we've heard a little bit about, which are from Cantha, so I figured it'd be poetic. Anyway, Headmaster Quiz told me great things about you, Spirit of Gaggle. You begin to learn the ways of the ritualist, but to reach your full potential, you must choose a second path. Speak with the other headmasters, learn what they have to teach you. When you are ready, make a final choice. Come and speak to me again. Alright, now he basically just gives us a whole bunch of different people we're going to go talk to. We're going to do Assassin Secondary. If you're interested in taking the Assassin profession as your secondary field of study, you'll need to speak with Headmaster Lee. She is quite serious. Deadly serious, someone say, but not for the sake of humor. Do not let her demeanor put you off. She's an excellent teacher and will train you well. Seek her out in the Shinjay Monastery. Alright, let's go talk to her. We're mainly just going to be using ritualist skills throughout this Let's Play, but I did want to make sure that, what am I thinking? Oh, that I had an okay build, so that is why we're going to be doing Assassin, even if we are realistically going to be doing that many Assassin skills. I really like her outfit. I wish we could get an outfit like that as a character, but anyway. The choice to study the Assassin's Path is not one to be taken lightly. Assassins have one duty, and that is to kill. The best of us are merciful in fulfilling that duty, but some would disagree with me. Regardless, I'll teach you how to kill like a true professional. The Assassin's Path is one walked on a razor's edge. One must learn to balance one's judgment as well as one's blades. My two apprentices can teach you about being an assassin and about balance. One is an extremely talented man named Jinzo, the other is Panaku. They are two sides of the same coin. Jinzo thinks his path in terms of duty, Panaku in terms of pleasure. If you're ready to begin, find Jinzo in Sunqua Vale for your first lesson. Grant bless your braids. I will look forward to Jinzo. I do not want any of those skills. At least I don't think I need them for the quest. Oh, I forgot to send my account a guild invite. I totally forgot about that. I'll do that after in a little bit. I will at some point update the build. I'll probably wait until the first mission before I actually set up the build. So just while we're doing the first couple tutorial sections, we'll be rocking the just kind of whatever skills they give us. What's cool is like in pre-searing, these mantids are actually not hostile by default, which I think is cool. I like it when there's not hostile mobs. Just makes the world feel more realistic. Not everything obviously would want to kill you all the time. But anyway, here is Jinzo. I forget if we actually, I don't think we have to use the skill he gave us or anything like that. So let's talk to Mr. Jinzo. Headmaster Lee is quite wise. I am honored to hear her praise. I do not judge Panaku, but I do not claim to understand him either. I was born an assassin in a family of monks, and I am accustomed to being misunderstood. So in that way, we are similar, Panaku and I. Life and death are gifts from the gods, but each has its price. Even philosophy, enough philosophy. It's time for you to begin your training. It's your solemn duty as an assassin to be quick and precise with your blades. Your prey should not feel a moment's pain. It must die before it knows you have struck. I trust your steel is sharp. This exercise will sharpen your mind. Instructor Sue provided us with some target minions. Kill 5 of them and remember them. Each blade has 2 sides. There's some chickens over there. Come to think of it, the Ritualist one also had something to do with killing bone horrors. It's a little weird. But anyway, you did well. These were just mindless target minions. Someday your target will be someone's sister, husband, mother, or son. This knowledge is yours to bear. Panaku is ready to continue his training. He has much to teach you, but you must take his words with a grain of salt. Headmaster Lee often says we are two sides of the same blade. Panaku has a certain passion for his work that is foreign to me, and I worry about his effects on young minds. However, it's important that your training be balanced, so off you go. Seek him out in Kinya Province. Alright. We are off to Kinya Province to meet up with the crazy guy. Ooh, I think we can go through the mountains for this. The mountains are a cool kind of part of this island. Here's like an estate or something. Well, it's an estate. It's where one of the ministers lives. Yeah, Minister Cho's estate. But look at this architecture. Pretty cool. Yeah, Cantha definitely oozes flavor a lot more than Prophecies did, but that might just be because obviously Prophecies was their first run at it, and Prophecies also is a lot more globe-trotty. Whereas despite the fact that you do go around Cantha quite a bit, there is at least a little bit more consistency. So here are these Crimson Skull. These are like the well, they're like pirates, for lack of a better term. Actually, in fact, I believe they are pirates. They're a little bit higher level, so now we have a chance to actually use our Spirit Rift, which does quite a bit of damage. Okay, here's a boss. Yeah, unlike Prophecies, the things are a little bit accelerated, so like here, here's our first boss, despite the fact that it took us quite a bit longer to get to the first boss mob in Prophecies. There are boss mobs in Pre-Searing, an area that I didn't really show off, but here there's some just in the starter area. Because there is kind of the assumption that you played the first campaign. Alright. Let's go on up through these mountains. Yeah, the various different profession class quests, though, have you running around this island and, meeting up various different characters. And it's pretty cool. It gives you a pretty cool glimpse into a lot of, like, unique locales on the island. So despite the fact that I will not be doing every profession quest, I will try to show off some of the areas that they would take you. Like that little temple over there is where you go to for one of the Mesmer quests. It's a little temple up in the mountains. You might be in trouble here. There's a lot of enemies. Actually, I think we're okay. Yeah, we're okay. Did 50 something damage at this level. That's pretty high. But yeah, one of the themes of the Ritualist class is like lightning damage, so that's probably what I'm going to be building into, is using a lot of lightning damage spells and stuff like that. Just because there's a really cool elite that I want to show off. It's a lot of fun. I didn't want to go the traditional spirit spammer either, so... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. I'm surprised we're struggling so much with 3 mobs. Really? 3 mobs. That's... They're level 6. 7. Okay. Whatever. Where are we? Oh, we're all the way here. We're gonna go a different way. I made an executive decision, because if we go from this outpost, the heroes will be 6 levels, or 3 levels higher, so we're gonna do that. So they're higher. We got some more attributes, so we put some more spawning in. That was lame. And now we have some higher level allies, so hopefully we can get through a little easier. These Naga are also not hostile. Oh, this does give me the chance to show off a pretty cool area. There's like a little town up here too. But there's a pretty cool area on this side of the map that you don't go to for any quests or anything, but it's just pretty cool. So we're going to make a slight detour and show it off, because I like any excuse to run around factions. There's going to be a lot of sightseeing in the factions Let's Play, compared to the other ones. Just because. Lake Punang, this is what I wanted to show. Also, it's cool that these Naga are non-hostile, too. Yeah, isn't this cool? I love this. It's one of my favorite places. There's never really real reason to come here unless you're, like, vanquishing for titles. But it's just a cool little area with all these waterfalls and this little island out here. Cool. Yeah. I don't know. There's some interesting areas and prophecies as well, but they're pretty far out, and like they're not. There's a couple of temples, like there's a Balthazar temple in the jungle, and then there's a Grenth temple in the Shiver Peaks. But oh, here's the Sensale. These are a tribe of Tengu. If you remember the Tengu from the, I think they were in Kryta and in the jungle. They're like a bird people race. And here's Yetis. Yetis are the other, one of the other native species to the island that we'll be seeing a bit more. This one's level 12. So... Oh, he's for a quest, that's right. I forget, what happens if we talk to him? I think he gives us a quest. Yeah. He gives you a quest to kill Tengu, but I think if you kill the Tengu first, you get a different one. Here's that shrine I was talking about, the one that the Mesmer quest takes place in. Pretty schnifty. Looks like we're almost there. mountain range. There's a cool scene later I'll show you that's in the mountains. It's pretty awesome. Or it's in the other set of mountains, excuse me, not in this set of mountains. There's a bronze statue. Kenya Province, here we go. I forget if there's any really cool things in this province. I'm not exactly sure. We'll have plenty of time to explore Kantha when we return for the Winds of Change. After we finish, well, basically everything else, I guess. Winds of Change will probably be literally the last thing we do. It'll be post Eye of the North and probably post War in Krita too, so probably literally the last thing we do. But here's like a nice village. Idyllic village with some farmland, some irrigated farmland. Oh, another slight change now that I'm thinking about it. Well, there's a collector here. Made between the two games is now there's a little bit of lore about the items the people are collecting here. In case you've not heard, members of the notorious Crimson Skull Guild have declared outlaws by the Emperor. It's about time, if you ask me. The Emperor has been far too lenient on guilds that engage in illegal acts. Any who hunt down members of the Crimson Skull and bring me proof of their demise will be rewarded. So essentially, back at Prophecies, they would just tell you what they wanted and then have, you know, whatever they were going to give you. But in Factions, they actually made it so the collectors now give you little bits of, like, lore, little bits of information whenever you talk to them. That's something pretty cool. I like this little town area here. Little huts here, too. Some chickens. Is the open ocean, that tall stone pillar, which apparently are real. Apparently this phenomenon that makes those great big tall stone pillars that like jut out of the waters, apparently that's real. Those exist in real life, and they're really cool. All right, here's the crazy guy, Panaku. So Jinzo's taught you the basics, Hadzi. Well, if you're ready to get serious, you've come to the right place. Now the real fun begins. I imagine Jinzo spoke to you of duty and balance. That's all well and good for him, but as for me, I do this for the thrill, the pleasure, and the gold. Look into your victim eyes as their blades steal away their life, and you can take his power, his essence, into your own. I remember everyone I have ever killed. They've become part of me. They are my power. I will teach you to be a hunter. You are the spider, the mark, your prey. Now listen carefully. I have a paying job from some associates of mine. If you make the kill, I will split the profits with you. Headmaster Lee would not approve, but never mind that. Speak with me when you are ready to accept the task. Learn new skills. We will head to the village and finish the job afterward. I'm ready to test my skills. This is silly. There's a boat out there. Different boats now that we're in Kantha. Different architecture on the boats. Are you finally ready? We'll be lucky if our target has not died of old age by now. Come on, we need to get moving. I like how we don't get the option to go be like, hey, our teacher wanted us to go literally do a hit job for him. Teach, do you got any anything to say about that? It's just like, nah, come on. Go do the shady stuff. I mean, I know we're assassins, but still. Alright. Headmaster Lee would forbid you by performing any real work while still a student at the monastery. Though this is part of what it means to be an assassin. This is our little secret. What I've been expecting you, assassin. What I did for my family. I have no regrets. There he is quickly. I already got him. You did it. Did you feel his life running through your veins? Here's your share of the gold. As I said before, I'd appreciate you not mentioning the specifics of our lesson to Headmaster Lee. We know to be on the sharp side of Earth steel. There were no witnesses to our actions, so if word gets back to either Headmaster Lee or the Tengu, I'll know how it happened. I hope we have an understanding. I think he just threatened me. You show promise, Spirited Gaggle. Unfortunately, I have some other business I must attend to at the moment. You must return to the monastery and speak with Master Togo in Luna Courtyard, just off the main monastery proper. Use your map to travel there quickly. Alright, back to the monastery. He just said, if you tell them, I'm gonna shank you. The man has no chill. Alright, let's talk with Master Togo here. Headmaster Lee has told me great things about you. You begin to learn the way of the assassin, but to reach your full potential, you must choose a second path. What? No, I already did pick my second path. Choose a second. Okay. Now that you completed training in some of the other professions and learn about them, it's time to make your choice. Think carefully now. Would you decide you not be able to change your mind? This is supposed to be able to change it later. I wish to take assassin. A fitting choice, young one. Congratulations. You now have the choice of returning to your headmaster to earn your insignia for your primary profession, or you can take a further quest from me. Although it is your choice, I recommend that you speak with your headmaster first and return to me once you have earned your insignia. You know what? That is something I never do. I never bother to do the insignias. I might do it here just to show it off. That's a good point. That's some good advice. These are basically like side quests that you can do to learn a little bit more about your profession, your main profession, and I think you can get a couple more skills from them by doing this. But that is going to be the end of today's episode. We'll be doing that in the next episode. I want to thank you for coming out. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.